Well, good afternoon and welcome to sunny Belfield here for the 1986 Intermediate Football Final between near neighbours Ballyhogue and Glynn. First of all, a rundown on the Ballyhogue statistics. This is Ballyhogue's first final since 1973 when they were beaten in the senior final by Castletown. The previous winners of the senior championship in 71 when they beat Castletown and 72 when they beat Rathnewer, so they were beaten going for their third in a row in 73. They also were junior hurler winners in 71 and intermediate hurling winners in 72. The background team of this Ballyhogue team is selectors are Pat Lacey, Mark Doyle, Larry Carl, and trainer is Phil Wilson. Ballyhogue's first final since 73, and in 1973 it was the year that they moved to their new pitch in Bree. So since then they've been very lean times for Ballyhogue, and they're hoping to put that right today against a very confident Glynn team. Some links with those famous teams of the past in Ballyhogue. First of all, from the backroom team, the trainer, of course, is the one and only Phil Wilson, who better known as a hurler, who was in his time days one of Wexford's finest dual players. Also in the backroom team there's Pat Lacey and Larry Carl. Larry, of course, is playing full back today on the team, and Larry is a link, a playing link with that 1971-73 team. Also on those 72-73 teams with Larry Carl was Denny Terrell, who is playing at full forward today, and Todd Moriarty, who is a member of the 73 team. Referee Jack Neville has tossed a coin, and between captains Larry Carl and John O'Rourke, Glynn Barntown. And Glynn Barntown has won the toss and has decided to play against the wind in the first half. The wind, as I said, nice sunny day here. The wind is blowing from right to left as we look at the game. Glynn Barntown are playing in their third final in 4 years, having lost the 83 final to the Volunteers, and of course last year's final when they were raising hot favourites to Rosslare. They were junior champions in 82, beating Real Namari in the final. So they're doubly determined today to take this title to Glynn Barntown. So teams. Both teams are lining out ready for the start of the game, and it's Ballyhogue playing from right to left, and with just about a minute to go to the start, I'll give you the line-outs of the teams. First of all, the Ballyhogue team. In goal, Brendan Martin. Full back line, right full back, Sylvans Doyle. Full back and captain, Larry Carl. Left full back, Larry Parry. Right half back, Paul Murphy. Centre back, Ned Byrne. Left half back, Johnny Power. Centre field, Gary Byrne and Jim Byrne. Half forward line, right half forward, Peter Scraff. Centre forward, Billy Rossiter. And left half forward, Eddie Doyle. Full forward line, right corner forward, Paul Moriarty. Full forward, Denny Perry. And left full forward, Willie Doyle. The Glynn Barntown line out. In goal, Michael Cronin. Full back line, Simon Laffin, Cormac Jevons and John O'Rourke, captain. Half back line, right half back, Jimmy Wafer. Centre back, John O'Gorman. Left half back, Nigel Morrissey. Centre field, Barry Kerwin and John Byrne. Half forward line, right half forward, John Dillon. Centre forward, Mick Welch. And left half forward, James White. Full forward line, right full forward, Eddie Mann. Full forward, Larry Doyle. And left full forward, James Morrissey. Right, game is on. Jack Neville throws in the ball and straight away Glynn Barntown on the attack. John Barnes sends it back to Mick Welch. Mick Welch caught the hand in along. He's still going through, he takes a kick. Goes in at first, gets to Sildal. Sildal fields it, left-footed kick out to the centre of the field. Underneath it is John O'Gorman. John O'Gorman fists the ball down the field, down to Barry Cowan. Barry Cowan fists the ball up to Nigel Morrissey, up the left wing. Nigel Morrissey, first time ball into the centre where it's caught by Larry Cal. Larry Cal, right footed, high kick to the centre of the field. Underneath it is Barry Cowan. Barry Cowan misses the ball. It comes back to Cormac Jevons. Cormac Jevons hand passes the ball out to Jimmy Wafer. Jimmy Wafer, right footed kick down the field. And Sildal is fouled and there's a free. Sildal is fouled and there's a free out on the Ballyhogue, just inside the Ballyhogue 45-metre line, taken by Johnny Power. Johnny Power, left-footed kick to Billy Roster. Billy Roster sends it on. The ball breaks in the middle of the field to John Byrne. John Byrne is fouled by Gary Byrne, and it's a free to Glynn Barntown. This free for Glynn Barntown, taken by centre back John O'Gorman. Goes into Larry, between Larry Doyle and Larry Carl. Larry Carl punches it down to John Dillon. John Dillon sends it on. It comes to James White. James White from the 14-metre line kicks the ball badly wide to the right and wide. And the first wide of the game to Glynn Barntown.
Thanks a million. Thanks, John.
Kick out for Ballyhogue, taken by goalkeeper Brendan Martin. Dropping on the 50-metre line, is fielded cleanly by Ned Byrne. Ned Byrne, right-footed kick down the right-hand side of the field. It drops down between John O'Rourke, punches it out. It's cleared out to this side of the field. It comes to Jimmy Wafer's on the ball. Jimmy Wafer goes down, tackled by Peter Spratt. Tackled by Peter Spratt and Jim Byrne. Jim Byrne gets the ball, goes to Billy Roster. Billy Roster is fouled by John O'Gorman, and it's a free into Ballyhogue. John O'Gorman, Glynn Barntown centre back, of course, up to a few years ago, a player with the Ballyhogue club. This free from 50 metres out, Gary Byrne to take it, kicks it right footed, drops into the big square, it goes down. It's been fielded by John O'Rourke. John O'Rourke hand passes the ball out to Nigel Morrissey on the left wing. Nigel Morrissey down the left wing, and the ball goes out over the end sideline. It's a sideline kick too. Line ball to Ballyhogue. Again, Gary Byrne moves over to take this one. So with just over 3 minutes left in the game, no score. Sideline kick to Gary Byrne. Gary Byrne kicks it right footed into the centre. It's added to by Sildal. Ball breaks from the full back Cormac Jevons. Left footed kick out to centre. Good ball to Barry Cowan. Barry Cowan caught the hand up the middle of the field. He switches the play to the left hand side. Goes to Paul Murphy. Paul Murphy clears right footed. Taken by Nigel Morrissey. Nigel Morrissey hand pass to John Byrne, loses the ball, gets to Gary Byrne. Batted up the field. It's kept in play by Billy Roster. Billy Roster in towards the centre. Cormac Jennings gets the ball, but loses the ball. It's caught by Eddie Doyle. Eddie Doyle is fouled, and there's a free into Ballyhogue. Free to Ballyhogue to take. Eddie Doyle takes it, kicks it right from the low ball into the square. Well fielded by Cormac Jevons. Jevons left footed. Dropping back out to Eddie Doyle. Eddie Doyle fields it. Right hand touchline. Goes in, and the ball is blocked out by Eddie Mann. Eddie Mann back on the 20-metre line. And it seems that Glynn Barntown are playing the Galway tactics here with just have 5 forwards up. As a matter of fact, they just had 3 forwards up at the moment with two in the centre of the field. Ball goes in across the squares, caught by John O'Rourke. Left foot kick to John O'Rourke, comes out to the left of the field, going for a header. Ned Byrne and Mick Welch. Ned Byrne in along the ground. And pass to Gary Byrne. Gary Byrne going through on the 20-metre line. Turns, kicks it right foot across the square. The ball breaks down to Nigel Morrissey. Nigel Morrissey still has the ball. He lays it off to John O'Rourke. John O'Rourke, first time ball down the left wing. Goes to Johnny Powers. Broke to James White. James White loses the ball. Referee Jack Neville blows his whistle and gives free out to Glynn Barntown on their own 50-metre line, right on the sideline. Quick kick taken by Eddie Mann. Eddie Mann to John O'Gorman. John O'Gorman into the centre of the field to Barry Cowan. Barry Cowan, a right-footed kick down into the right corner. Going back for it is Larry Cahl. Larry Cahl gets the ball up. Left-footed kick by Larry Cahl, but clears it. Larry Keys out over the sideline. Line ball for Glynn Barntown. 50 metres from the Ballyhogue goal. So after 6 minutes of the game, still no score. This line ball to be taken by Jimmy Wafer, the right half back for Glynn Barntown. Jimmy takes it now, right footed kick, chips it into full forward. Larry Doyle, fielded well by Larry, kicks it out to John Dillon. John Dillon right hand forward. John Dillon is fouled as he's going through on the 13-metre line, and it's a free into Glynn Barntown. And the Glynn Barntown sharpshooter Eddie Mann coming across to take this free. About 13 metres to the right of the post. This is well within Eddie's capabilities of kicking this one. Eddie, of course, a forward with the county senior team at the moment, and also free taker with the senior team. Eddie steadies himself now. Comes up and kicks it, very bad kick by Eddie, straight across the goal, low and across the goal, and a very bad wide from Eddie Mann. So still no score. Both teams have had a chance each now, and there's still no score in the game. Kick out by goalkeeper Brendan Martin. Good kick from Brendan, dropping outside it. And Johnny Power, the right half back, is fouled by James White, and a free out to Ballyhogue. Free on the 45-metre line, free out to Ballyhogue. Gary Byrne the taker. Now he kicks it up the right side. Nigel Morrissey, Eddie Doyle going for it. Eddie Doyle knocks it on to, and it comes back to Eddie Doyle. Eddie Doyle caught the hand going right through, but the ball is taken from it. Comes to Cormac Jeving, who's playing a very good game at full back. Comes down the left wing to James White. James White caught the hand, comes across into the centre, kicks it up the middle of the field. Where it comes to Mick Welch, and Mick Welch catches it through, going clean through. He's followed by centre back Ned Byrne, but Mick Welch inside the 45-metre line, still going through. The ball breaks loose. It comes to Phil Doyle. Phil Doyle hand passes the ball out to Ned Byrne. Ned Byrne, right footed kick up the middle of the field. Comes down to where it comes to James White. James White is fouled by Paul Murphy. It's a free into Glynn Barntown. Quickly taken by Johnny O'Gorman. Johnny O'Gorman into Barry Kerwin, who's running down the left. Barry is going through. Barry Kerwin, left footed kick is blocked down. It's caught by Larry Parr. Larry Parr, left footed kick. Out over the sideline, and line ball for Glynn Barntown. Well, after 9 minutes of this game really hasn't got off the ground yet. 9 minutes and no score, so we have a very poor performance from both teams at the moment. They're taking their time to settle down. This kick taken by Eddie Mann, drops in high between Mick Welch and Ned Byrne. The ball breaks down to Larry Cahl. Larry Cahl is tackled by James Morrissey. The ball breaks to John Dillon. John Dillon kicks a high ball in across the centre, but it's Larry Cahl underneath it. Larry drops it, but gets it on the second attempt. Larry bursts out with the ball. Bad clearance from Larry. Comes to Barry Kerwin. Barry Kerwin fists the ball in. And once again, it's the towering Larry Cahl coming out, shipping tackles from all sides, and Larry is fouled. And it's a free out, a very determined Larry Carl getting his free out there. Brendan Martin comes up, quick kick out, taken out to Willie Roster, who is roving unattended down. Makes his way to the centre of the field, beats Eddie Mann, high ball into the centre. Underneath Paul Moriarty, Paul drops on the first attempt, but gathers him on the second. Paul breaking his way through, Paul Moriarty is foul going through, and it's a free into Ballyhogue. So Eddie Doyle takes this one. And 35 metres out. Eddie kicks right footed kick, goes high and goes over the bar, and it's the first score of the game after 11 minutes of play at the Ballyhogue. Ballyhogue 1 point, Glynn Barron no score. The scorer Eddie Doyle. And as I mentioned earlier, Glynn Barntown playing with just 5 forwards up front. Eddie Mann is the free man. He's all over the place. He's centre field in the backs, but he's followed all the way by right full back Sil Doyle. Kick out by John O'Rourke, high to the centre of the field. Underneath it, Jim Byrne catches cleanly. Jim Byrne goes to the ground. He hand passes it out to Paul Murphy. Paul Murphy right footed kick, blocked down by John Byrne. James Marcy gets it up. Tackled hard by Paul Murphy, fouled by Paul Murphy, and it's a free into Glynn Barntown. Free on the 65 metre line, left footed kick from John O'Rourke. Again it's Larry Cal, but Larry loses it this time. It breaks to Larry Doyle, full forward, Glynn Barntown. Into Eddie Mann, who's now in the right corner of attack. Eddie beats his man, turns and shoots. A high ball dropping into the square. Watched by backs and forwards, but the ball hops and hops wide. And it's the second wide of the game for Glynn Barntown. Matter of fact, that's the third wide of the game from Glynn Barntown. I was forgetting about the missed free from Eddie Mann earlier in the game. So after 12 minutes of play, it's still Ballyhogue 1 point, Glynn Barntown no score. Kick out by Brendan Martin. Good kick this time. Coming underneath it is Jim Byrne. The ball breaks to Larry Doyle. Larry Doyle, who is now roving, slips it out to James White. James White turns inside Gary Byrne. A right footed kick in goes Larry Parle. Brendan Martin comes out and gathers the breaking ball. And a good clearance, but the clearance goes out over the sideline on the 45 metre line, so it's a line ball to Glynn Barntown. This one will be taken by Barry Carroll. Barry kicks it, right footed kick this time, Barry, in towards Jim Doyle and Larry Doyle and Gary Byrne. The ball breaks down and it's Ned Byrne, the centre back for Ballyhogue. Clears it right footed, and again, very poor kick into the Ballyhogue defence. Goes again out over the sideline for a line ball to Glynn Barntown. I mentioned earlier, the wind is not that strong. It's in favour of Ballyhogue. It's blowing from right to left, but it isn't blowing across the field, so there's no excuse for kicking so many balls out over the sideline. John O'Rourke, left corner back, coming up to take this one. Kicks it left footed, high into the centre. Underneath it is Larry Cal and Larry Doyle. Larry Cal punches it out, and underneath it breaks in the centre to Eddie Doyle. Eddie Doyle caught the hand right through the centre. He's supported by Gary Byrne, but Eddie Doyle goes inside it. Cormac Jevons, the ball breaks. Cormac Jevons handles the ball on the ground and the free in exactly the same spot as Eddie Doyle scored earlier. So Eddie Doyle about to place the ball for a free into Ballyhogue. And Eddie Doyle repeat the performance and send this one over the bar again. Eddie Doyle kicks it, right footed kick from Eddie, but this time he kicks it to the right and kicks it wide. Still really, this game hasn't really come to life yet. Glynn Barntown haven't got into the game at all. They haven't got into a scoring position from players yet. Kick out by John O'Rourke, left corner back John and captain, kicks it out. Jim Byrne and Barry Carroll. Jim Byrne breaks it down to full forward. Barry Carroll, who's out on the 45 metre line. Denny is fouled and there's a free in for Ballyhogue. This time it's Gary Byrne, centre fielder Gary Byrne, who's taking the kick. Gary Byrne, one of the county players playing in this game. Gary kicks it now. A good kick from Gary. It's curling to the left. It's right in the square. It's punched over the bar by Paul Moriarty. Paul Moriarty punches the ball over the bar. A very good score from Paul Moriarty. And after 14 minutes of play, Ballyhogue 2 points. Glynn Barntown no score. Kick out for Glynn Barntown. John O'Rourke again, the kicker. Coming to the centre of the field. Underneath is Jim Byrne, a very tall Jim Byrne. Jim feeds it. Jim Byrne gets it. Nice kick up the field into Billy Roster. Centre forward, Billy Roster going through. And pass the ball into Peter Spratt. Peter Spratt is going through. Still gets the ball. Lets it back out to Billy Roster. Billy just goes to kick it for dummies. Sends it across the square. It's caught by cornerback John O'Rourke. Good catch by John O'Rourke. Left footed kick out the wing. Goes to James White. James White gets it. Knocks the ball into Mick Welch, but it's knocked away from by Paul Murphy. Back to Ned Byrne. Ned Byrne gets it. Ned Byrne kicks it right foot. Locked down by Mick Welch. Mick Welch gets it, but Mick Welch is fouled from behind by Ned Byrne, and there's a free into Glynn Barntown. Kick is taken underneath is Larry Doyle, and Larry Carroll again punches out where it breaks to Larry Byrne in the mid, on the 45-metre line. Good kick from Larry, going towards the sideline, right underneath us here. Breaks down between Peter Spratt and Jimmy Wafer. Jimmy Wafer is fouled, and it's a free out to Glynn Barntown on his own 45-metre line. Jimmy Wafer will take this one himself. Jimmy kicks it now, right foot kick, high kick into the centre. Larry Byrne and John Dillon goes up for it. John Dillon comes down with the ball. John Dillon still has it. Hops the ball, hands it in right footed into the centre. Where it comes to Eddie Doyle. Eddie Doyle is fouled. Eddie Doyle is fouled by John Barnes. There's a free out on their own 45-metre line. This kick will be taken by centre back Ned Byrne. Certainly at this stage of the game, Gary Byrne and Jim Byrne on top of the midfield. You see this quick free from Larry's kick, short free to Gary Byrne. Gary gets it. He's half blocked down, it breaks to Denny Tyrrell. Denny Tyrrell loses the ball, goes to John Byrne. John Byrne lets it off the corner of Durban, so it's now out around the middle of the field. Goes into James Barcy. James Barcy cuts inside Larry Parley, still going through. He shoots, and it's a great point there from James Murphy, who is now operating at left corner forward. So after 18 minutes of play, Ballyhogue 2 points, Glynn Barntown 1 point. So now there's a bit more urgency coming into the game, and Brendan Martin kicks out. Kicks it now. Comes to the centre field. Jim Byrne goes off his hands. It breaks to Denny Tyrrell, who is now has drawn Cormac Jevons out towards the centre of the field. Drops it into Jim Byrne. Jim Byrne, a low ball into Paul Moriarty. Paul Moriarty breaks it down, gathers it, kicks left footed, but it's a short kick. It goes into Michael Crowley in the goal, gathers safely. Plays it out to John O'Rourke. John O'Rourke out to Cormac Jevons. Cormac Jevons caught the hand down the left wing. Glynn Barntown coming more into this game now, but Cormac Jevons is late tackle as the ball goes out over the sideline, but referee Jack Neville awards the free for the late tackle on Cormac Jevons. And this will be a free from where the ball went over the line, and it's from inside the Ballyhogue 45-metre line, taken by James White. James White kicks it low into Larry Doyle. Larry Doyle gets it, flicks it out to Mick Welch. Mick Welch goes inside Larry Byrne but loses the ball. But referee Jack Neville decides he's fouled, and it's a free in for Glynn Barntown. This free 25 metres out from the Ballyhogue goal, slightly to the left of the goal, is taken by Eddie Mann. Eddie Mann steps up to take this now. I can see Pat Lacey, Ballyhogue selector, as Eddie Mann kicks this ball over the bar for the equaliser. After 19 minutes of play, I see Ballyhogue selector Pat Lacey running onto the field with a word of advice for full forward Denny Tyrrell. No doubt he'll be telling Derry to stay more to his position. Denny, as I mentioned earlier, is coming out to the centre of the field. So Glynn Barntown in the last 5 minutes have come more into this game. Kick out this time from Ballyhogue. Brendan Martin, goalkeeper, kicks out right footed, low one this time. It comes comes the wing back Johnny Power. Johnny Power is fouled. He takes a quick free, comes to Peter Spratt. Peter Spratt carries the ball, hops the ball, kicks it right footed up along the left into Derry Terrell, who is now operating on the 45-metre line. Kicks a low kick in towards Todd Moriarty. Todd Moriarty gathers the ball, turns inside his man, kicks it right footed, a low ball across the centre. Coming towards Eddie Doyle and Willie Doyle. But the ball breaks out. Comes up the field, Nigel Marshall. Nigel Marshall slips and loses the ball. A quick ball from Willie Doyle, chipped into Gary Byrne on the 45-metre line. Gary is going through, hops the ball, caught the hand, he goes inside John Byrne. He's on the 20-metre line, he kicks high but kicks it to the right and kicks it wide. So 21 minutes gone in the game, still the teams locked together. Ballyhogue 2 points, Glynn Barntown 2 points. Kick out from John O'Rourke, dropping in the centre of the field between Barry Kerwin and Jim Byrne. Barry Kerwin wins the duel this time. He fists it back to John Byrne, left foot kick high in the air. It's Paul Murphy and James White. The ball breaks. It breaks to Mick Welch, the Glynn Barntown centre forward. Kicks it right foot across the field to John O'Gorman, who's running onto it. He fists it onto Barry Kerwin. Barry Kerwin playing very well in the centre field. A great ball, a great through ball into James White. James White gets the ball, hops it, kicks it right footed and kicks it over the bar. A very good score from Glynn Barntown by James White, but a very good move from the Glynn Barntown players, from John O'Gorman to Barry Kerwin, and a great ball from Barry Kerwin, who placed Jim White for a very good score there. So after 22 minutes of the game, Glynn Barntown takes the lead for the first time. Glynn Barntown 3 points, Ballyhogue 2 points. Kick out from Ballyhogue taken by Brendan Martin. The ball breaks this time to Larry Doyle, who is out near the middle of the field. Larry Doyle now playing the roving game. He taps the ball out to Barry Kerwin. Down into the right corner between Phil Doyle and Eddie Mann. Eddie Mann then wins this duel. Eddie taught a hand right in the corner. High ball right across on the 20-metre line. It's breaking down. It's broken to Mick Welch. Mick Welch on his own goal throw. And this must be a goal. And it is a goal. The referee, Jack Neville, decides he has fouled it. And it's a free out for Ballyhogue. I didn't see any foul myself, but referee Jack Neville is the man in charge, and he has decided that Mick Welch fouled that ball and there's a free out. A lucky let off there for Ballyhogue. Free is taken, it comes to Ned Byrne. Ned Byrne is fouled. Ned Byrne is fouled by Larry Doyle, and it's a free out to Ballyhogue.
Overcarried it, John. That's free out there. That's what
it is. Free out to Ballyhogue, taken by fullback Larry Cal. And there's great discussion going on around me about this disallowed goal from Glynn Barntown. Consensus of opinion seems to be that Mick Welch overcarried the ball, and that's the reason for the free out. It's a free out from Glynn Barntown, just outside their own 45-metre line. Cornerback and captain John O'Rourke taking this one. John, of course, with the left-footed kick, high kick, down on the Ballyhogue 45-metre line, dropping between Mick Welch and Ned Byrne. Mick Welch gets it high in the air. Mick Welch is fouled by Ned Byrne, and there's a free in for Glynn Barntown. 44 metres south from the Ballyhogue goal, and Eddie Mann trots out to take this one. The wind has somewhat freshened in the last few minutes, and Glynn Barntown are now playing against the strongest wind. Eddie Mann steps up to kick it. Kicks it now. A good kick from Eddie Mann. Good kick, but it's gone to the right and gone wide. So after just 25 minutes of play, Glynn Barntown 3 points, Ballyhogue 2 points. That's Glynn Barntown's 4th wide of the game. Kick out coming under Ned Byrne and Barry Kerwin. Barry Kerwin gathers the breaking ball, Fisted into John Barron. The ball breaks through. It goes to Mick Welch. Mick Welch, a right-footed kick from Welch, but again it's gone wide. And in the last couple of minutes, Glynn Barntown kicking away some good chances. Mick Welch was put under pressure that time by centre back Ned Byrne, and as he kicked that ball. And so again, the overworked Brendan Martin kicks out again, kicks it to the centre, goes to the right. Short kick from Brendan inside the 45-metre line. Referee Jack Neville adjudged that Paul Murphy has fouled James White this time, so there's another free into Glynn Barntown. This free 35 metres to the left of the Ballyhogue goal and about 20 metres to the left of the goal. Once again it's Eddie Mann. Eddie Mann with his third attempt from frees today, still to be successful from frees. Eddie steps up and kicks it now. Again a very good kick from Eddie this time, but this time it's gone to the left and gone wide, so Eddie very unfortunate with that one. Two good kicks in the last minute from Eddie Mann, but both of them just barely went wide. So Eddie Mann failing to add to his tally there. He's already kicked a point from a free. Kick out from Brendan Martin. The ball goes over the heads of the but coming to John O'Gorman. John O'Gorman fly kicks the ball down the centre. Comes to James Morrissey. James Morrissey cuts inside Larry Carr. But still going through. James Morrissey kicks it. It's blocked down by Larry Carr. Larry Carr comes out, kicks it left footed up the centre of the field. Underneath it is John O'Gorman and Jim Byrne. The ball breaks to Jimmy Wafer. Jimmy Wafer is tackled by Gary Byrne. He fisted on to John O'Gorman. John O'Gorman now breaks through the centre, kicks it right footed kick. A good ball from John O'Gorman. Comes to the full forward Larry Doyle. Larry Doyle gathers it, turns right footed and kicks it high and kicks it high and kicks it over the bar to increase the Glynn Barntown lead. Glynn Barntown 4 points, Ballyhogue 2 points after just 22 minutes of play in the first half. So Glynn Barntown increasing their lead. They're playing much better now. They're getting on top now in the middle of the field. And some switches in the Glynn Barntown team. Larry Doyle has gone to centre forward and Mick Welch has gone in full forward on Larry Cal. As I say that, the kick out is taken and James White is fouled and there's a free in to Glynn Barntown. Ballyhogue fouling a lot in the last 5 minutes and giving chances to Glynn Barntown men. But it's captain John O'Rourke coming up to take this one about 55 metres from the Ballyhogue goal. John O'Rourke takes it now. Good kick from John, just dropping outside the squares. Punched out by Mick Welch. Mick Welch himself gets the breaking ball. He turns and kicks it across the ball where it comes to John Dillon. John Dillon gathers the ball. Tries to get inside his man. He's tackled by Johnny Power. He sends it into John Barn. John Barn turns left foot and kicks it high and over the bar to increase the Glynn Barntown lead to 5 points to 2 after 23.5 minutes of the first half. So Glynn Barntown taking over now, taking over this game in the last 10 minutes. Goalkeeper Brendan Martin kicks the ball out, low kick, comes to Johnny Power. Johnny Power cuts inside across the centre. Right footed kick up the centre, coming to is Willie Doyle. Willie Doyle adds it on, but they're waiting to get the breaking ball. Is centre back John O'Gorman, who's really come into this game in the last 5 minutes. Kicks it left footed up the centre of the field, comes to James White. James White gets the ball off to Cormac Germans, but a bad kick from Cormac. Cormac kicks it out over the sideline for a line ball to Ballyhogue. John O'Gorman is dominating centre back now for Glynn Barntown. And Denny Tyrrell, who has moved out on. Kick taken by Ballyhogue, comes to James White. James White is fouled by Paul Murphy, and there's a free into Glynn Barntown. Free to Glynn Barntown on their own 65-metre line. Kicks it now. High kick up the left-hand side of the field. Barry Kerwin gathers the ball out on the left touchline. The ball is knocked out over the line and the linesman decides it's a Glynn Barntown ball. Barry Kerwin thinks about taking a quick one, but instead he decides to leave it for Eddie Mann, who's now coming out to take it. just outside the 20-metre line. Eddie kicks now, high ball, right across the goal. Underneath is Larry Cahill and John Dillon. Jack Neville blows the whistle for half time. So the first half time scored in Barntown 5 points, Ballyhogue 2 points. So the first half, not a great football game, but two halves really, because in the first 10 minutes, quarter of an hour, Ballyhogue were on top, but in the last 10 minutes, Glynn Barntown owned the ball and they got going, packing up the scores. 3 points in front of half time, 5 points to 2. And remember, Glynn Barntown will be playing with the win in the second half. Both teams on the field for the second half, and we can see a change in the Ballyhogue team. The sub coming on is Noel Shield comes on for number 12. Willie Doyle has gone off Ballyhogue team. And we're now looking at the two Ballyhogue mascots just before the throw-in in the second half, and they're sons of Ballyhogue players, son of Captain Larry Cahill, that's Larry Cahill Jr. we're looking at, and son of Denny Terrell, Paul Terrell, young Paul Terrell there. So a great day for these lads. So let's hope that they're hoping no doubt that Ballyhogue will improve their second half performance and go on to win the title. Referee Jack Neville checks his watch. Referee Jack Neville throws in the ball for the second half. The ball breaks down. John Byrne comes to Jim Byrne. Jim Byrne kicks the ball right-footed, low ball into Noel Shield. Noel, his first touch of the ball, he breaks to Eddie Doyle. Eddie going through. Great things are expected, Eddie, in this second half. If Ballyhogue to come out, goes in, a low lobbing ball comes down to Noel Shield, but Michael Cronin is out and gathers it. Lays the ball out to Cormac Jevons. Cormac who's having a fine game at full back for Glynn Barntown. A high ball to the centre of the field between Gary Burns and John Byrne. The ball breaks to James Morrissey. Comes down to Billy Roster. Billy on the Glynn 45-metre line, kicks it right-footed, a low ball in again, but a Simon Laffin left-footed kick, but this time only as far as Jim Byrne. Jim Byrne, a right-footed kick into Noel Shield. Noel Shield is tackled. He gets it out to Peter Spratt. Peter, a right-footed kick from Peter, but the ball goes high into the right and goes wide. So the first wide of the second half goes to Ballyhogue. Just to remind you, the score again, Glynn Barntown 5 points, Ballyhogue 2 points. And if Ballyhogue are going to get back into this game, we're going to have to see a much improved second half from them. Kick out by John O'Rourke. Breaks in the middle of the field, it hops in the middle of the field, it comes, breaks to John Byrne. John Byrne, third hand through the middle of the field, twists the ball up the left wing to James White, who's running off the ball to the left on the 20-metre line. Turns inside his man and shoots right-footed, but shoots to the left and shoots wide. So after a minute and a half of the second half, the score still remains Glynn Barntown 5 points, Ballyhogue 2 points. And it's very noticeable that the Glynn Barntown tactics are different for the second half, that Eddie Mann is now although he's playing kind of forward, he's playing right in on the square. He's staying in there this time. Of course, Glynn are playing with the wind in this half. Kick out taken by Brendan Martin. Comes to Gary Byrne on his own 45-metre line. Lets the ball through to Billy Roster. Billy thought the hand on the 65-metre line. Kicks it out to the right towards Denny Card. Denny gathered his, but he's pushed in the back by Cormac Jevons. Right down in under us here, and it's a free into Ballyhogue. Quick free taken by Denny Card. Denny slips it inside to Billy Roster. Billy Roster is fouled, and there's a free into Ballyhogue just inside the Glynn Barntown 45-metre line. Billy Roster leaves the ball to Gary Byrne. Gary hasn't really come into this game, hasn't really got going in this game. Gary, who had a very good game in the quarter-final and semi-final of the championship, hasn't got into it as yet. 35 metres out from the Glynn Barntown goal against the wind. Kicks it right-footed. A good kick from Larry, going curling to the left of the Glynn Barntown goal. It's gathered by Simon Laffin, right corner back. Simon Laffin's kick is brought down. The ball breaks to Jimmy Wafer. Jimmy Wafer kicks it right footed into the middle of the field to Barry Farron. Barry Farron cleans it, and the right footed kick into John Dillon. A very unfit looking John Dillon, who was very slow to move to that ball. The ball comes to Peter Spratt on the left wing. Peter Spratt has fouled, and there's a free into Ballyhogue. It's noticeable that John Dillon is not 100% fit. He wasn't able to sprint for that breaking ball. Left footed kick for him. A goal this time scored, and the ball is kicked in. The ball is kicked in, and there's a goal for Ballyhogue. And it's sent to the net by Eddie Doyle. And there was some indecision as whether he was in the square or not, but umpires are adamant that he was not in the square, and the goal is allowed. So Ballyhogue equalised with that fine goal by Eddie Doyle. Ballyhogue 1-2, Glynn Barntown 5 points, and now we should have a game in our hands. The ball comes to the centre of the field, where it breaks to John Dillon. John Dillon fists out to John O'Gorman. Left ball kick up the right hand sideline. It breaks to Sil Doyle, goes out and gathers it. Punts it out to Larry Cal. Goes to John Dillon and Larry Cal. The ball breaks off to John Dillon, and it's the Ballyhogue ball. Very strong tackle between John Dillon and Larry Cal, with linesman Noel Whelan decides it's a line ball for Ballyhogue, and Larry Cal to take it. So kick to Larry Cal taken, breaks to Billy Roster. Billy is tackled by Johnny O'Gorman. The ball goes into Gary Byrne. Gary Byrne, a right footed kick into the corner to Paul Moriarty, who has the better of the tussle with Simon Laffin. Simon Laffin fouls Paul Moriarty on the 13-metre line, and it's another free into Ballyhogue. Ballyhogue in the first 5 minutes of the second half have really got into this game and are now on top. Paul Moriarty is down injured that time from a strong tackle from Simon Laffin as he went through the ball. This free to be taken out right on the sideline, about 10 metres in from the sideline on the 13-metre line. And it's Eddie Doyle taking the kick. Eddie steps up and kicks it now. A good kick from Eddie Doyle, but kicks it high and kicks it to the left and kicks it wide. So after 6 minutes of the second half, the scores are still tied at 5 points for Glynn Barntown and 1-2 for Ballyhogue. Kick out for John O'Rourke. Comes towards the centre of the field. Up for it is Barry Carron, who's having a fine game in the centre of the field, but this time he's kicked, blocked down by Gary Byrne. Gary Byrne breaks through the centre, and Gary Byrne is fouled as he goes through the centre. He feels he should have been allowed to continue. He's having a word with referee Jack Neville, but Jack decides he was fouled, and there's a free into Ballyhogue to be taken by Gary himself from 35 metres, almost in front of the goal. Gary kicks it now, right footed kick from Gary, a very good kick from Gary, straight over the crossbar, and it puts Ballyhogue back into the lead. After 7 minutes of the second half, Ballyhogue goes back into the lead. Ballyhogue 1-3, Glynn Barntown 5 points. And as I mentioned earlier about Gary Byrne having got into this game, well, Gary seems in the last 5 minutes to really come into this game now in the middle of the field for Ballyhogue. Kick out taken, breaks down between Ned Byrne and Mick Spence, but referee Jack Neville once again decides that a Glynn Barntown man has fouled and there's a free into Ballyhogue. on the Glynn Barntown 65-metre line, and this kick will be taken by Gary Byrne. Gary Byrne runs up and kicks it now. A low kick from Gary, is blocked down by Billy Roster. Billy sends it into Jim Byrne, midfielder Jim Byrne. A high kick from Jim, lobbing in towards the Glynn Barntown square. Underneath is Paul Moriarty. Paul Moriarty kicks it left foot in. A great goal from Paul Moriarty. After 8 minutes of play, Paul Moriarty feels a high ball and sends it a great, turns left foot and kicks it into the net. A low ball past Michael Cronin in the goal, and a great boost for Ballyhogue. Ballyhogue now increasing their lead. Ballyhogue 2-3. Glynn Barntown 5 points, and what a turnabout we have here after 8 minutes in the second half. Kick out by John O'Rourke, breaks in the middle of the field to John O'Gorman, gets him. John O'Gorman is fouled by Gary Byrne. It's a free in on the Ballyhogue 65-metre line. This free to be taken by John O'Gorman, centre back for Glynn Barntown. John, of course, a former Ballyhogue player himself. He leaves it to Cormac German. Cormac German's a low kick. In it breaks to Jim White. Jim White is going through just outside the 20-metre line. A high right-footed kick from Jim White, but Jim's kicked it wide. And a bad miss there from James White from in front of the goal, just outside the 20-metre line. So it's still Ballyhogue 2-3, Glynn Barntown 5 points. Kick out by goalkeeper Brendan Martin, comes on the Ballyhogue 50-metre line. Underneath it is Barry Cowan. Barry Cowan feels the ball, passes it into the centre, but this time it comes to the Ballyhogue centre back, Ned Bourne, who loses the ball, and it comes to left half back Johnny Power, a left footed kick from Johnny Power. It comes down to Jimmy Wafer. Jimmy Wafer fists it up to Mick Welch in the centre of the field, but the ball is kicked away dangerously from him. And the referee decides it's a dangerous play on Ballyhogue, and it's a free to Glynn Barntown from their own 45-metre line. John O'Rourke is going to kick this one. Left footed kick from John O'Rourke, kicks it now. Going to the left of the post. It comes with Jim Morrison, Larry Parr. The ball breaks to Ned Byrne. Ned Byrne, the strong centre half back, taps it out to Larry Parr. Larry Parr, tackled by James Morrison, gets it left footed up into the centre of the field. A high ball. Underneath it is Jimmy Wafer. Jimmy breaks it down. Jimmy gets it. Left footed kick up the wing to James White. James White hand pass into Mick Welch. Mick Welch is tackled by Gary Byrne and fouled by Gary Byrne, and there's a free in there. A hard tackle from Gary Byrne. Jack Neville wants to have a word with Gary Byrne. Gary Byrne protests and says I hit him fairly with the shoulder, but Jack Neville disagrees and brings the ball in 10 yards for descent. Mick Welch is still down on the ground injured. Jack Neville comes over and see if Mick Welch is okay, and also there is Tom Roster, mentor with the Glynn Barntown team. And this is, while Mick Welch is being attended to, Ballyhogue are bringing on another sub. Pat Murphy. Free to Glynn Barntown, and just while Mick Welch was down injured, Ballyhogue brought on another sub. Paddy Welch has come on for Ballyhogue. John Dillon kicks it now. A lowish kick goes into the left of the post. It's fielded by Ned Byrne. The ball breaks out to James White. He's tackled hard. He's pissed the ball out to John Barron. John Ball brings to Jim Morrissey. High kick from Jim Morrissey, dropping down in the Ballyhogue square. Underneath it, full back Larry Carr is fouled, and it's a free out to Ballyhogue. Rock solid on the high dropping ball. Larry Carr getting a great round of ovation from the crowd here. Larry Carr, a great favourite with the Ballyhogue crowd, and of course Larry, a member of the great Ballyhogue team of the 71-73 era. One of the links himself, and Denny Carroll and Todd Moriarty with that team. Kicked out by Ballyhogue. It comes to Johnny Power. Johnny Power down the left wing to Peter Spratt. Peter Spratt turns inside Jimmy Wafer. Solos hand to toe. Sends the ball up the left wing to Billy Roster, but Billy missed it. Goes to John Gorman. Goes between John Gorman and Todd Moriarty. No linesman Noel Whelan's aside. Paul Moriarty played it over the line, and it's a line ball to Glynn Barntown. And Johnny Gorman decides not to take it, and he calls over Simon Lappin to take it just outside their own 45-metre line. As I mentioned there, Paddy Welch came on for Paddy Welch right half back there, and Larry Parle moves out to right half back, and substitute Paddy Welch moves into right full back. Sideline kick taken, breaks to Jim Byrne in the centre of the field. Jim trying to get his way out. Referee Jack Neville decides he overhelded the ball and it's a free into Glynn Barntown. And John Dillon coming out to take this. And Mick Welch, who shipped that heavy tackle just a few minutes ago, has gone off the Glynn Barn team, and he's replaced by number 17, Paul Brazel. John Dillon decides to leave the kick, and Eddie Mann comes out to take this one. About 48 metres from the Ballyhogue goal. He kicks it now, great kick from Eddie. Lobbing into the Ballyhogue square again. The ball breaks in, it breaks to goalkeeper Brendan Martin. Brendan Martin kicks it out to the left. It breaks down from between Johnny Gorman and Billy Rossiter. The ball breaks to Sil Doyle. Sil Doyle kicks it on to Billy Rossiter. Billy throws the hand up to the centre of the field. Kicks it on to Peter Spack, but kicks the ball over the sideline. And a line ball to Glynn Barntown. Billy Rossiter there having a fine game for Ballyhogue. Billy, who had a serious leg injury a couple of years back, but has come back to top form this year for Ballyhogue. Line ball for Glynn Barntown, taken by right half-back Jimmy Wafer. Kicks it right-footed now. Up the red wing. Underneath it is Larry Doyle and Larry Cal, but the ball breaks to Ned Bourne, centre-back. A good kick from Ned into the centre of the field. The ball breaks down to Eddie Doyle and Cormac Jevons. Cormac Jevons wins this total. Cormac Jevons solos up the left wing. Still going through. He's tackled by Larry Cal. Larry Cal kicks it right-footed in towards Ned Bourne. He breaks to John Barron. A great left-footed kick from John Barron towards the goal, but it's blocked out by, I think it was Sil Doyle there. Sil Doyle that blocked that one out for the 45 for Glynn Barntown. .45 taken by John O'Rourke. Curls it out to the right, curls it wide. And it was Sil Doyle, right corner back to Sil Doyle, who is shadowing Eddie Mann this whole match, who blocked that one out at the expense of the 45. A very good save there from Sil Doyle. Brendan Martin was at the other side of the goal and it looked like it was on its way to the net, but Sil Doyle blocked it out for the 45. So after 15 minutes of the second half, Ballyhogue 2-3, Glynn Barntown 5 points. Kick out for high kick from Brendan Martin, dropping on the 45-metre line. It's caught by centre fielder Jim Byrne. Jim Byrne, a left-footed kick from Jim Byrne out to the centre of the field. It's fielded by John O'Gorman, centre back from Glynn Barntown. He fisted out to Jimmy Wafer. Jimmy, right-footed kick from Jimmy up the right touchline. It's added to, but it breaks for Larry Cal, full back for Glynn. Larry Cal is fouled, they tackled by a Glynn Barntown player. And it's a free out for Ballyhogue. Larry Cal, who was the star of the Ballyhogue team in the semi-final and quarter-final, practically single-handedly got Ballyhogue to the semi-final, and having a great game at full back today for Ballyhogue. This kick from Gary Byrne up the centre towards Paul Moriarty, who is now operating at full forward. He blocks down Simon Lappin's kick. The ball breaks to John Barron. John Barron flicks it on to Nigel Morrissey. Nigel Morrissey loses the ball to Billy Rossiter. Billy Rossiter to Dinny Pearl. Dinny Pearl flicks the ball into Gary Byrne. It's Gary Byrne 30 metres out. Caught the hand going through. He's kicks it to the left and wide, and a bad miss from Gary Byrne. It seemed that Gary Byrne was fouled as he was going through, but referee Jack Neville gave him the advantage, but Gary kicked it wide. Gary kicked the ball wide to the left and wide. So it's 17 minutes gone in the second half. Ballyhogue 2-3, Glynn Barntown 5 points. Glynn Barntown still to score in the second half of this game. So we're very slow to start in the first half. And they're certainly very slow in the second half. As I say this, the ball breaks down the left touchline. It's gone to Peter Spratt. Peter Spratt is blatantly pushed over the line and it's a free into Ballyhogue. A very stupid foul by the Glynn Barntown backs there on Peter Spratt, who was out on the touchline. line ball taken by Gary Byrne. 30 metres out from the goal. Low kick into Denny Terrell. Denny Terrell goes inside his man. Still with the ball. Denny Terrell seems to be fouled as we're going through, but referee Jack Neville says he overcarried the ball and gives a free out to Glynn Barntown. Free out taken by John O'Rourke. Left full back and captain John O'Rourke kicks the ball with pushing the back. Referee sees it pushing the back towards another free to Glynn Barntown. 55 metres from their own goal. It's taken quickly by John O'Gorman. But it goes off the Ballyhogue players hand and goes out over the sideline for a line ball for Glynn Barntown. Far side of the pitch, Eddie Mann lays down the ball, thinks of taking a quick one to John O'Gorman, but decides against it, replaces the ball and calls up Jimmy Wafer to take this one. 12 minutes left in the game. Jimmy Wafer, a low kick. He goes into John O'Gorman. John O'Gorman loses the ball. It breaks. Gary Byrne fly kicks it first time on the ball. It comes out between Nigel Marcy and Eddie Doyle. Both have missed it. It comes into substitute Noel Shield, a good ball into Peter Spratt. Peter Spratt 30 metres out, caught the hand. He's beaten by Cormac Jevons. The ball breaks between them and both of them tackling for it, but Peter Spratt kicks it out over the end line and it's gone wide. And it's a kick out to Glynn Barntown. A good move there from Ballyhogue again. The ball broke to Noel Shield. Noel Shield, a first time ball into Peter Spratt, who had Cormac Jevons beaten, but Cormac beat him for the ball and Peter kicked it out. Kick out taken by John O'Rourke, out to Jimmy Wafer on the right hand side of the field. A high kick from Jimmy Wafer. Underneath it is Jim Byrne and Johnny Power. It goes off Johnny Power for a line ball for Glynn Barntown. Just inside the Ballyhogue 45 metre line, Eddie Mann kicks this, a high ball into the centre. It breaks behind the defence to goalie Brendan Martin. A good clearance from Brendan Martin out to Larry Carr. Larry is knocked off the ball by Barry Carroll. Barry fist the ball into John Dillon. John Dillon looks up, kicks a high ball in, but a very poor kick from John Dillon. It's fielded by Billy Rossler. Billy gets it. A good catch by Billy Rossler and a good clearance by him. Underneath it is Nigel Marcy and Eddie Doyle. Nigel breaks it down for John Gorman, centre back. John caught the hand up the left hand side of the field, still going through, 35 metres out. Looks inside, a high kick from Billy, a high John O'Gorman. Underneath it is that man again, Larry Carr. Full back, he comes out with the ball. He's followed by John Dillon, but he clears the ball into the centre where it comes to Eddie Mann. Eddie Mann, a high kick from Eddie, right in the square, and it seems that there's a slim man in the square, but the ball breaks out. It breaks to sub Paul Brazel. Left footed kick from Paul, a low kick from Paul, and there again it's from Larry Carl, owns the square for Ballyhogue. Comes out to the centre, 45 metres out to Cormac Jevons. Again it goes inside. It goes inside this time to goalkeeper Brendan Martin. Brendan Martin out over the sideline for a line ball for Glynn. Certainly coming into his own at full back. He literally owns the square in there. Line ball taken by John Dillon. It's a low one coming across the centre, and Billy Rossler, who is now dropped back in defence, for coming out with the ball, caught the hand. He beats Cormac Jevons. He comes through, he knocks the ball out with the outside of his foot out to substitute Paddy Welch. Paddy Welch is tackled by Barry Carroll. He gets a high kick in on the 45 metre line between Jimmy Wafer and Peter Spratt. Jimmy Wafer gets it but loses the ball. Peter Spratt gets the ball. He kicks it into Paul Moriarty and a straight through to Eddie Doyle. Eddie Doyle inside. Goalkeeper comes out and Eddie Doyle with an open goal. And it's another goal for Ballyhogue. A brilliant goal from Eddie Doyle. Mikey Cronin was forced to come out, but Eddie Doyle got to the ball first and went around him in real Mikey Sheedy style. And he had an open goal, and it's Ballyhogue 3-3. Glynn Barntown 5 points with 8 minutes to go in the game. It looks like Ballyhogue are going to win this intermediate final. A brilliant move from Ballyhogue, who are now playing some great football, and Glynn Barntown completely out of this game. Kick out by Brendan Martin, comes to the centre of the field. It's won by John Byrne. John Martin caught the hand. I've been told that Glynn Barntown are holding on to the ball a lot. As I say that, John Byrne is fouled and it's a free into Glynn Barntown, but Glynn Barntown are not letting the ball through quick enough, and they're too much caught the hand stuff, and they're being tackled hard by Ballyhogue, and the play is breaking down, and that will suit Ballyhogue down to the ground. So now panic is beginning to set into the Remember, this is their third final in 4 years. They lost the 83 final to Volunteers. They lost last year's final when raging favourites to Glynn to Rosslare, and they were favourites this year to beat Ballyhogue. And it looks now that they're going to lose yet another final. John Barron takes this kick, sends it in high, underneath it, and it's Denny Carroll, full forward. Denny Carroll is coming out from the square with this one, toe to hand. Ballyhogue are playing inspired football. He knocks it on to Gary Byrne. Gary Horn beats John Dillon. He sends it on to Larry Parr. Larry Parr is fouled on the 65-metre line, and Ballyhogue can do no wrong in this game. And there's yet another switch in the team. Mick Welch comes back onto the Glynn Barntown team for Paul Bradley. Mick Welch has gone in full forward on Larry Carroll. But the way Larry Carroll has been playing in this second half, I don't think if you brought on the bomber Liston, I don't think it would make any difference. He's playing such a fine game for Ballyhogue. Free in the centre of the field. Gary Byrne takes a quick one. It's Johnny Power who runs onto the quick ball. A high left foot kick from Johnny into Paul Moriarty, who's having a fine game at full forward. Fielding a good high kick from Paul Moriarty. It's gone high and it's gone to the right and it's gone wide. And that was another good chance for Ballyhogue and Paul Moriarty. But Paul Moriarty won't be too disgusted with himself for missing that one. Ballyhogue 7 points in front with just 6.5 minutes left in the game. Kick out fielded by Peter Spratt. Ballyhogue completely on top. The ball breaks to Barry Kerwin. Barry Kerwin, centre fielder, left footed kick, high ball. Coming across to gather his Ned Byrne. The ball breaks down. It comes to substitute Paddy Welch. Paddy Welch, a right footed kick and high. Comes down to Denny Carroll and Nigel Morrissey. The ball breaks to Gary Byrne. Now Gary Byrne coming into this game. A good kick to Noel Shield. Noel Shield, who's made himself free from this one. A great kick from Noel. It's going high into the left corner. It's knocked out by Paul Moriarty. A great goal! And it's a goal, another goal for Ballyhogue. And again, I think it's that man Eddie Doyle. Another great goal from Ballyhogue, and that man again, Eddie Doyle. Kick out comes to the centre of the field, John O'Gorman. John O'Gorman trying to get through. He gets through 2 tackles from Ballyhogue. He sends it high up the centre of the field. Larry Carroll is under it. Larry breaks it down to Johnny Power. Johnny Power toward the hand up the left wing. Johnny playing a good game at left half back. A high ball out to the centre of the field. It comes to Barry Kerwin, who's on his own this time. He knocks it into Jimmy Wafer. Jimmy Wafer going through. Flicks the ball out to Eddie Mann. Eddie Mann on the 45-metre line. Hops the ball, sends it in. Right across the square. The ball breaks to James Morrissey. Breaks to James Morrissey. Referee, Johnny Power has the ball, and referee just now decides that he's fouled and it's free out to Ballyhogue. So with just 4.5 minutes left in the game, Ballyhogue 4-3, 15 points, Glynn Barntown 5 points. Glynn Barntown yet to score in the second half. A very disappointing second half for the Glynn Barntown team. The kick out is the free is taken and it breaks in the centre of the field and is handled on the ground by a Glynn Barntown player, and it's a free to Ballyhogue on their own 65-metre line. And again Gary Byrne has the ball. Just 4 minutes left in the game, and right down here under us to our right, the Ballyhogue camp and subs are jubilant already with 4 minutes left in the game. Very excited Ballyhogue mentors and subs here on the line. Kick taken by Gary One, it goes in low. It's gathered by Barry Kerwin. Barry Kerwin is fouled as he lets the ball off. Free is taken quickly by Simon Laffin. Simon Laffin into Johnny Gorman. Johnny Gorman up the centre of the field. Simon Laffin continues his run. A high kick from Simon on 65 yards out in between Mick Welch and Larry Carr. Mick Welch breaks it down to John Dillon. John Dillon just has it outside the square. A great shot and a great goal from John Dillon. A good score from John Dillon. Top ball was broken down by Mick Welch, and John Dillon gathered the breaking ball. And with 3.5 minutes left in the game, Ballyhogue 4-3, Glynn Barntown 1-5. It's a bit late for Glynn Barntown to get back into this game, but nonetheless, that was a well-taken score by left forward John Dillon. Kick out for Ballyhogue. Goalkeeper Brendan Martin. Low kick this time. Comes out to Peter Spratt. Peter Spratt caught the hand across the middle of the field. He hand passes the ball to Ned Byrne. Centre back Ned Byrne. Ships a heavy tackle, but he gets the breaking ball again. He's gone right through the centre. A good kick from Ned Byrne into full forward. Left corner forward Paul Moriarty. Back out to Billy Rossler. Billy towed the hand up into the left corner. Billy doing the right thing now, holding onto the ball. Lets the ball into Noel Shield. Noel Shield had a fine second half. Lets the ball back out to Billy Roster. Billy Roster again. Todd Moriarty stays out there for the pass from Billy Roster. And a high kick from Todd Moriarty. And a high kick and a great score from Todd Moriarty. A good high kick from 35 metres from the left. And a good score from Todd Moriarty. With just 2.5 minutes left in the game. Ballyhogue 4-4, 16 points. Glynn Barntown 1-5, 8 points. So it's double scores for Ballyhogue with just 2 points left in the game. And I can see right down here under me, Ballyhogue secretary Bill Nolan is in great form here, and he's having a chat with Pat Lacey, selector Pat, and they're delighted. As I say that, it's man of the match Eddie Doyle. Eddie Doyle lets it in to Paul Moriarty. Paul Moriarty holds onto the ball. The experienced Paul Moriarty, but this time referee Jack Neville decides he held onto it too long and gives a free out. A quickly taken free is intercepted by Gary Byrne. Gary Byrne lets the ball into Noel Shield. Noel Shield on the ground, but he hand passes the ball in to James White, who's now back helping out his fight. James White up the left wing to Barry Cowan. Barry Cowan is tackled by Paddy Welch. He's fouled by Barry Welch, and there's a free. He's fouled by Ned Byrne right down here under us, and there's a free to Glynn Barntown. A little bit of a scuffle going on between Ned Byrne and James White. The kick is taken by Conor McTevens into John Dillon. John Dillon gathers the ball. John Dillon goes down, and John Dillon is fouled.